full bag.
Welcome to this week's video. We are going to be doing a get rid of it all. I'm literally throwing everything away in this room, and we are starting fresh because it really needs it once again. It is time for me to basically take all of the clothes and all of the items in here that either don't fit, are damaged, or they just don't use anymore and get rid of it all. So in today's video, I am excited because it is going to be giving you so much motivation. So whether you are cleaning, decluttering, organizing, or you just want someone to hang out with for the day, you have come to the right spot. Before we get any further, would you go ahead and like this video? It surely does help support my channel so much. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you can do the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Listen, don't ever trust me when I have a cup of coffee or a tea and a garbage bag, because you know I am about to get to work, and that was definitely the case. Now, if you guys are here regularly, you'll see that some of these images might look a little familiar. Well, in about 2 videos ago, I did share a get rid of it all and clean with me, and I did have some of these images or some of these clips. But I wanted to add it once again because I wanted to have start to finish. This video took a very long time to do. We went through just getting a new dresser, the dresser breaking, going without a dresser for a while, finally finding a new dresser. And in the meantime, I was also doing so many loads of laundry, and life just really happened. So this video took weeks to do. And this right here, I went ahead and showed this in a previous video like I had just mentioned. So you'll see some clips that are familiar, but I edited them differently. Obviously the voiceover is going to be much different, but I just wanted to give you some context on how long this video actually took. So initially we started out with this dresser right here. Well, not initially. This is the dresser I got to kind of save some space. This is a shared boys' room, and I wanted to find something really affordable. So I got this dresser from IKEA. It was about $100, but after putting it together, it was so low. And only with about a week of having it, the front of the drawer broke. Noah, I think, was putting clothes in there and just I don't know the whole story. I just know the front of the dresser broke. And so I was like, this is not going to work. It also wasn't deep at all. So if you do need a dresser, you need something low, very low profile, all natural wood, and really affordable, $100 for 6 drawers. This is your go-to. However, if you want something that's got a lot of drawer space, this is not it at all. I was able to basically take their shorts and fold them the KonMari style and have to put them, instead of like going towards you, I had to do them like side to side because it would not work. So I knew this was not a good idea. So I was on the hunt for a new dresser, and I did eventually find one, and actually from Lowes.com I found it. So that was really helpful. I think it was called Storkcraft. I don't know. It's a brand that's usually for like kids furniture, and the price was right. I checked the drawer depth. It was good. And so you'll see that very shortly. But in the meantime, I'm going through all of the loads of laundry. I'm getting rid of everything that they don't need, putting things away that I need to donate. and then also washing every stitch of laundry. So we're starting completely brand new and fresh in here. I've really been trying to get more protein in my day. And for me, David has been a great way to get the protein that I need. It's a unique texture, kind of like a soft dough combined with crunchy crisp, and the flavors are so amazing. They have the highest protein to calorie ratio, about 28 grams of protein and only 150 calories per bar. Very blood sugar friendly, which is something that I have to pay attention to. No gluten. It's also science backed, so David has a ratio public support for leading dietitians, doctors, and athletes. You can get yours before they sell out. You can click the link below and find them at davidprotein.com. I feel so much better being able to grab a David and then just go out the door, and we're getting everything we need to set us up for a good day. So if you're ready to increase your protein without adding unnecessary calories, head to David. I'll have the link in my description box and get a free carton with an order of 4 or more. I went through everything in the drawer. They have only 2 things hanging in the closet that can stay. I started to go through the dirty clothes and I realized I have to wash them anyways to donate them. So here's my first bag. Went through all the drawers. Went through the clean clothes that I just brought up here, and then that pile right there, I will wash. They have some clothes in the wash right now that I will bring up here. I did end up keeping probably like, out of everything I just got rid of in their drawers, I probably kept like 3%, I'm being honest. Just I had one drawer there and everything was folded nicely. No, it did not. He stuffed his in there so much that the drawer actually broke. So that was another mental note that you can't manage what you have. You don't wear the majority of it. And it's literally busting at the seams. So I needed to get rid of it. I'm gonna go start the laundry there, and then I'll come back up here and finish it. As the laundry was coming out, I decided to sort everything on my bed before even bothering taking it upstairs. That way, I had a bag down here as well to put anything in there that they no longer fit in or don't need. I recommend getting a box, a bag, or even a laundry hamper. Having it stored somewhere in the closet, the garage, somewhere, safe. And whenever you're doing laundry, just go ahead and put your stuff in there. Now, when I donate things, I always like to wash it first. I don't know if other people do that, but I do. And once it comes out of the dryer, I stick it straight into the bin if I know that the kids don't fit in it, or if there are any holes or stains. So that helps me kind of stay on top of the decluttering, because I'm constantly going through things in the house and rotating things. And I want to encourage you guys to do that as well. It will really help with the abundance of clothes. It's also a really good idea to put it in the closet, because kids grow so fast, and as we're putting their clothes away, or there's something that maybe they just don't like, you can tell them just to throw it in that bin or that hamper, and it makes life so much easier in the long run. we are back into this room. So I had footage of the beginning part of this that was included in the other video. So now I'm just going to continue. Y'all, I just walked up the stairs and my asthma does not have that. I need to get my Fresenius shot, I think Forenza, I don't know, shot to help with that. But if I ever am out of breath, that's why. So I'm going to start hanging up some of their clothes right now. Still got the bag down here. We still have more stuff to start getting rid of. You ever love your people more than life? More than life. Love your people more than life. But feel all kinds of ways when you start cleaning up their space. Is that just me? Is that just me? I don't know if that's just me. What is this? What is this? Like, sometimes I clean and I feel angry. Angry. I feel like it's a righteous anger. After all the effort and time that I put into here. And you may be thinking like, well, Lynn, teach your kids how to clean the room. I do. But I'm not a micromanager type of mom. Like, I will teach you how to clean your room. I'll teach you how to fold, KonMari style. I'll teach you how to do all the things. But I'm not going to come up here every single day and make sure you did it. I want to be able to say, hey, this is what I expect. This is what I want you to do. And it needs to be done. But it hasn't quite gotten there. And they're really like, I get rave reviews. Like when my kids go somewhere, like, oh, your kids are so good. And they are. They're so good. So I definitely give them a lot of slack. But when I come up here to do a deep clean, that's when I'm like, okay, you guys can do this. We got to do better, right? One thing I've learned about kids is if you don't expect it, like, not expect it, but kind of expect it out of them, like, if they don't care, they're not going to do it. So I'm trying to teach them discipline, but I need to do a better job. I love my people so much. I wanted to include that commentary basically because this is real life. This is how it goes. And those are my feelings sometimes, not all the times, but when it's like really messy and I had just, has that ever happened to y'all? Y'all go in there and like deep clean the whole house or something. And I mean, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time and you're so proud of it. You feel so accomplished. And then somebody comes and just puts a dirty plate or a bowl in the sink and you're like, wait, what? And I'm not really mad. I'm really not truly angry. I'm just like, what is happening right now? Is this even my life? And same thing with their room. I would just go all out and just scrub every square inch and declutter and organize and, do all the things. And then I walk upstairs the next morning and they have clothes on the floor. And I'm like, wait, what is happening? So yeah, that commentary was how I feel, but it was meant to be like, silly. I'm not really, truly, genuinely angry at my family. I'm just like, wait, we got to do something differently here. I love my people so much, and I also love doing these things for them. It is an act of service, and there's no clean like your mama coming in there and cleaning. So as frustrating as it may be from time to time, because hey, I'm human, I do really enjoy doing this for them too. Okay, so I got it tidy. Here is one full bag. And then I got another one in the garage that I did donate. The dresser is here and it's been put together. I really didn't want to get such a dark color, but that's all they had available. And of course the boys preferred that, and their bed was black. So this is what we've got, and I really like it. The boys and Chris put this together and it's great quality. Again, I got it from Lowe's.com. It was just, online. And what I really like about it, it's got this safety feature. When you open one drawer, no other drawers can be opened. And yes, it is kind of frustrating because I'm trying to like put clothes away and I want to open them all and just throw everything in there. But you can't do that because it's just to help it ever prevent it from tipping over, because it obviously is for kids. So it's a really great dresser. The rails are smooth. I feel like the finish of it on it is really nice, and I do like that safety feature because at the end of the day, you know how kids can be, especially with Emma. I one time had my oldest watch her, and they were getting ready for bed, and we were on our way home, and she pulled out all of the bottom drawers of my big dresser under my TV, and that sucker started tipping over. Thank heavens, seriously, thank heavens. When it was coming forward, somebody, another brother was there and stopped it, but it did get her leg, and it wouldn't have fallen completely over on her, only because my bed's right there and it's taller than the footboard of my bed. But that was really scary, really scary. That dresser is long, it's got a lot of drawers, and it could have really done some just horrible damage. So after that, I have been very aware of the dressers and whether they're anchored into the wall or anything. So it coming with these safety features is very, very helpful, but you always want to anchor these to the wall because you just never know. As I was putting this cube system back in here, I realized the shelf was broken. I thought, I'm just going to get rid of it. And I pulled it out. And then I realized I could actually stack two of these little faux leather boxes in here. I was going to get rid of these two, but the kids actually do use them, so it just works out. But I will eventually put the cube system back in there and store these little boxes. One box has nothing in it, and the other box has all of Noah's special Legos. I also have a little bin of Legos under their bed in case Emma wants to come up here and play. That is very helpful. And I use one of those really low profile plastic bins that slides right under there, so it's like no issue at all. You don't see it. But Noah likes to have some of his stuff separate, which I completely understand. I did purchase these boxes off of Amazon. I thought you could sit on them. Noah has informed me that that is not a good idea. They will break.
no hard goodbyes, thank God we're civilized. Beyond our separate ways as we fade into gray. But I still miss the way you used to feel. Maybe we rose too fast.
So here we are on another day. This was the final day. And I was really looking forward to bringing this whole room back together. All of the clothes that are in their drawers and hanging up are things that currently fit right now. That's awesome because it'll help laundry for sure, help them get dressed for sure, and hopefully, fingers crossed, keep everything organized and taken care of.
That it's ended, nothing to say, 'cause guess we've said it all. Now why do we care to dream? Guess we wanna believe that it's not too late. And why do we care to dream?
So I was putting their clothes in here just how you regularly fold. I kind of go back and forth with the whole KonMari folding method and the regular folding method. I think it just depends, and sometimes I think the other way would work better. And that's how I felt this time. But as I was going through all of their clothes, I realized they had too many things, and I was going to have to do the KonMari way. So you'll see that I'll start pulling everything back out and then just putting it in there so it kind of goes away from you instead of side to side or laying next to each other. And doing this way really does help see the items that you have in there. It's very easy to just pick out what you need generally, and it allows a lot more to go in there.
Into your eyes, I see we're out of time. Did what we could, my friend, but now we're at the end.
I am finishing up on Josiah's side, and now we are moving on to Noah's side. I like to keep their things pretty separate. They do wear the same size clothing, but Josiah would like some separation, understandably. He is 2 years older than Noah, and they also manage their items differently, so that's another reason why I try to respect that for Josiah. I'm really hoping that I can get them to stick with this folding method because it will work best for them in the long haul. But when it comes to their shirts, I did have them completely separate, but because I did that big haul of all neutral items, they all can fit in them. There are some things in there that both like it's definitely Josiah's shirt or it's definitely Noah's, and they know that, so they just won't pick that shirt.
Change, better weather don't last forever. Oh, you know things never stay the same. Never stay the same. It's gonna get better. Never stay the same. It's gonna get better. 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 Easy to get caught up in the fight when you've been wrestling with the night, with troubles waiting there behind my eyes.
As I was putting everything up here, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to color code this, and I felt really proud of it. Showed Josiah, and he was just kind of like, yeah, that's awesome. You do know it's not going to stay that way. And I said, well, one can only hope. He was playing in here while I was putting all these things together, and we were having some really like interesting conversations. I love hanging out with my boys. I know a lot of people love certain stages, but I love how my kids are getting older because you can talk to them and reason with them, and I think it's just great.
Things never stay the same. Never stay the same.
Are there any of those boxes that you could get rid of?
Huh?
Any of those boxes? Even these over here?
No. Collection.
But you don't even own those shoes anymore.
Exactly. Memory.
Okay.
Why?
I just don't know why you need them if you don't own the shoes anymore.
Oh, 'cause I could also just put them like in a corner, just stack them up to the ceiling.
But it just collects dust. A whole bunch of chewing going on in this room.
Chewing?
Chewing.
What's that? I don't know. I have no allergies.
And you know you're going to be getting new shoes soon.
Oh yeah.
I think you should get rid of some that, just all of these extra boxes, I don't know what you need them for, but if you want them, I'll just leave them alone.
Yeah.
We got sheets to put on your bed. Drew's, or just Noah's friend's coming over.
Today?
I tried to encourage him to get rid of some of those shoe boxes because they just collect dust, but he wanted to keep them, and I respected that. I know sometimes he likes to keep the boxes because he may sell them, but he also likes to display them. So, whatever, no big deal. It's in the closet and it doesn't take up much space. That's a lot of growth on my part. I will say, golly, so many years ago, that would have I wouldn't have been angry by any means. I wouldn't have reacted to them by any means, but internally, I would have been like, man, it's not going to look right. And just kind of, I just don't sweat the small stuff when it comes to things like that anymore. It's like I get to it when I can get to it. And if they don't want it, the way I envision it, that's okay too. So it's just growth on my part. I think it's important that even as parents, we still continue to try to grow and learn. And I feel like I have a lot, especially since hitting my 40s. I have let a lot go and it feels really great. It does really help you just kind of move on through your day without too many hiccups and just realizing you can't control everything. It is time to make their beds. And I remember when these boys had beds when they were, little. And I thought, I'll never do this again. But now here we are, and we have another one. And Chris actually made this bed with his own two hands. He did every square inch of this bed. But I am going to make it look really nice for them. And they really appreciate that. I have been encouraging them to make their beds every single morning. Just for the discipline and just learning how to follow through with things. And it's been good. However, Noah does have a hard time making his bed. And I think making a top bunk is really difficult. They had the Bettys one time at the last house and they really didn't like them. I like them. I think they're really great. And I'd like to get some for Emma. But the boys didn't like them because they said they felt like confined. And I said, well, you can unzip both sides, but then the whole zipper, the whole thing would come off and then they'd have to re-zip it. And there was no easy sleeping in it, getting out and zipping it up, and your bed was made. That's how it is advertised. And I think maybe for some kids that does work that way. I'm hoping it will work that way for Emma. But for the boys, they did not like them at all. So instead of going back downstairs and get completely distracted with other things that I need to do, I decided to take an old sock that could not find its little pair, its little couple match, and use it to dust. And it works really great. I highly recommend if you have a lot of socks just laying around, you don't know what to do with them, you don't want to throw them away, use them for cleaning. You can use them to wipe your windows, to clean off counters. I'm telling you. And when you're done and it gets too nasty, you just throw it away. But it works so well. I often forget about this because I have little washcloths downstairs that I use. But when you're in a pinch, this is a great way to just wipe things down. So I was dusting everything because next, as you see, I am vacuuming. And it definitely needed a good vacuum. I decided to just use my handheld because I did not want to go downstairs and get the big one. How often do you all vacuum? For me, I try to do it once a week downstairs, but upstairs it's definitely less frequent. My older kids will usually just get the vacuum and do it themselves, but it really does need a good vacuuming, especially with the corded one because the suction's so much better. But downstairs, actually, I do it more than once a week. I do it several times a week, and then we have the robot vacuum. How often do you all vacuum? I feel like it really should be an everyday thing, if I'm being honest, because every time I vacuum, even if it's just a couple of days apart, I am just blown away with how much hair and dust are just in the carpets, and we're breathing that in, and that's awful. Josiah got this mirror. I had this at the old house. I don't know if you guys remember. I often don't have pictures just on me to take to show you guys, but he has it in here as his little, his little leaning mirror, and I think it looks so good. And I was so happy with the room, how the room came out. It was clean. It felt really good. Everything was organized. So we've got a really good declutter, organize, and clean in this room, and it's perfect for the summertime. We are ready to go. And yeah, now they can just stay on top of it. I'm going to take everything that I had put outside their door. Some of this stuff was here from when I did the first part of the video. Sad to say it, but it's out of sight, out of mind. So I'm now taking that downstairs. I am also taking everything else downstairs. I'm really trying to make sure I move my stuff because when I declutter, I can often have a whole bunch of stuff left out. So now I've got another set of clothes in here that I'm going to put in the bag. And we ended up with 3 bags, 3 donate bags, 2 garbage bags, and some miscellaneous things. So we did pretty good. We did get rid of it all that we did not need. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to remind you guys that I post every single week, and I'm just so thankful you're here. No matter whatever you're going through, you are not alone. And I know it can seem hard and just difficult, but you're going to get through it. You are worthy of the life you want to live. I love you all so much, and I'm so thankful that you spent your time with me. Don't forget to like this video. It helps support my channel, and I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.